Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to teach you about algebraic expressions whereby you're going to learn how to factorize by grouping. Now we got set of questions here, we got 4 questions here that we need to solve. The questions say factorize each of the following expression. Now the first example we got nx, so let me start with the first example. Nx minus 2n plus 3mx minus 6m. There are 4 terms, the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. So these 4 terms are unlike. So in unlike terms, so we are going to pair them. We are going to have the first 2 and the last 2. Then the first 2, we got the common factor, the one which is common in the first one and the second one. So the one which is common in the first one and the second one is n. We take n out of the bracket. We got an n into bracket, open the bracket. So we take an n outside the bracket, so inside the bracket we're going to bring this x only. That is x, then followed by a negative sign, minus. Then the second part we got to n. So we take one n outside the bracket. When we got to n, we take an n outside the bracket, you're going to be left with 2 alone. 2. Then we close the bracket. That is the first part. Then the second part we have a positive sign, positive. Then again in the second part we are going to determine the common factor. We got 3mx and 6m. So 3 can be divided by the first part and the second part. So we're going to have 3 outside the bracket, and also we have another m. M is common in both third term and the fourth term. 3 is common in both third term and the fourth term, and also m. So take 3m outside the bracket now, open the bracket. 3m, when you take 3m out of the bracket, you're going to cancel the 3m. Then the third part, in the third term, you're going to have x remaining. X alone, then minus. Now this 6m divided by 3m, we're going to be left with our 2. Now we can observe that the brackets are the same. Whatever is inside the bracket, we got x minus 2 here, and also x minus 2. So we're going to take the first part. Just take the first part, whatever is outside the bracket, then plus this one that is outside the bracket. So it is n plus these 3, n plus 3m. Close the bracket. That is the first one. Then from these brackets, we just pick one because they're the same, into bracket x minus 2. And that's how we solve part A. Now again, when you come to part B, we got x squared plus xy plus 2x plus 2y, right? Now these are unlike terms, so we are going to have the pair of the first one, then the second pair. Now the first pair, whatever is common in the first pair is x. Have x outside the bracket, open a bracket. So we got 2 x's here, x power 2. So when we take one x outside the bracket, we are going to be left with only one x. Then plus, the positive sign is being retained. Xy, x is taken outside the bracket, so we are going to be left with y alone. It's going to be x plus y. That is the first part. Then this positive sign, this one, plus 2x, 2y. The common factor there is 2. Into bracket. 2x divided by 2, we have an x remaining, plus, I don't know why x, 2y by 2, that is a y. So everything that I do here in maths is just x. It's so good to do x in maths, but not in real life. Now whatever is inside the bracket here is x plus y. So just take this x plus these 2. Take whatever are outside the brackets, you combine them, bring them together. We're going to have this x plus 2. This one is going to add it to 2 plus 2. That is the first bracket. Then the second bracket, just take 1. That is x plus 1. And this is the answer. It is just as simple as this. Just love maths, and I'm sure all will be well. Then part C, 2a b plus abk minus 2m minus mk. Again, I'm going to pair the first part after this particular point, then the second part start from this negative. Common factor in the first part is AB and AB. 2 is not common in the first two terms, then K is also not common. So we're going to have AB being taken outside the bracket, into brackets. 2AB divided by AB are going to be left with 2 because AB are outside the brackets, plus ABK goes with AB, so we're going to be left with K plus the bracket. Then this negative sign comes here. Then 2m and mk, the common factor here is m. We have taken the negative sign, so negative sign will divide it by a negative. This negative divided by a negative, we're going to have a positive sign. 2m divided by m, we are going to have 2 plus, because this negative divided by a negative, it gives a positive. Mk divided by m, that is k. So you can see what is inside the bracket. These are positive, just they are the same. So whatever outside the brackets, we got AB, then minus m, close the bracket, into bracket 2 plus k. That is the answer in part C. Then finally going to part D, we got a r squared plus a p minus 2 r squared minus 2p. Again, you can have pairing the first part and the last part. So the common factor in the first part is a. We got a r squared and ap, so we got a to be the common factor. Into bracket, a r squared divided by a. We are going to be left with r squared because a and a cancel, because when you take a out of the bracket, the a inside the bracket just vanishes, plus ap divided by p. We are going to be left with a p because p has already gone outside, a has already gone outside the bracket. Then this negative, we bring it here, minus. Now negative, that is 2r squared and 2p. The common factor here is 2, into bracket. This negative divided by a negative will always bring a positive. So I put here positive. 2r squared divided by 2 becomes r squared. The negative divided by negative is a positive. Then 2p divided by 2, we got a p. So we have a minus 2. So a minus 2 into bracket r squared plus p. And that's all. Subscribe for more updates. Hit the notification bell for more videos. And inbox for more online classes.